We're diving deep into the 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln Memorial penny, a coin that's quietly taken the collector world by storm. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell, because what you learn here today could be the start of your coin collecting fortune. Let's rewind to 1981. Ronald Reagan was preparing to take office, MTV was about to revolutionize pop culture, and the US Mint was still producing billions of pennies every year. The Lincoln Memorial reverse had been on the penny since 1959, commemorating Abraham Lincoln's legacy. Pennies minted in Philadelphia typically didn't carry a mint mark, that's important. But in 1981, something unusual happened. While billions of ordinary cents rolled off the presses, a tiny handful had subtle, rare features that make them incredibly valuable today. Now here's where it gets fascinating. Most 1981 no-mint mark pennies are common, they're made of 95% copper and 5% zinc. But collectors and grading experts discovered a rare die variety, a version of the penny with a double die obverse, or with unusual die wear, making Lincoln's features or lettering appear slightly blurred, thickened, or even shadowed, and even more rarely, some of these no-mint mark pennies were struck on the wrong planchet, like a dime blank. That error alone could fetch hundreds of thousands. But when multiple errors combine, like a double die and a planchet error, we're suddenly talking seven-figure territory. In early 2024, a pristine 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln penny with a rare combination of doubling and perfect red copper luster, graded MS68 red, sold at a high-end coin auction for $1.1 million. The collector who bought it? A private investor with a passion for American history and rare error coins. It was about owning a piece of numismatic perfection. First, check the date, 1981, and make sure there's no mint mark below Lincoln's shoulder. That means it was struck in Philadelphia. Does the coin look off color, thinner, or like it was stamped on a different metal? If so, you could be holding a life-changing coin. Rarity is everything in the coin world. Billions of 1981 pennies exist, but fewer than a dozen of these rare no-mint mark varieties have ever been professionally graded at high levels. Because people used them, tossed them in jars, or never checked them. That's why finding a clean, uncirculated example today is like striking gold. Get it authenticated and graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. Once verified, you can list it for private sale, auction, or even connect with elite collectors. You could turn your 1-cent coin into a $1.1 million deal. Take a closer look. It might not just be pocket change, it could be your ticket to wealth. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might have a fortune sitting in their coin jar. We're diving deep into the secrets of this unassuming coin and how it became one of the most prized Lincoln cents in American history. So grab your change jar, and let's begin. The Lincoln cent has been part of American pockets since 1909. Created to honor President Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, this iconic coin quickly became a national symbol of history, honor, and everyday life. By 1959, the reverse design was changed from wheat stalks to the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., a powerful tribute to the man who preserved the Union. The penny's design from 1959 to 2008 is what we now call the Lincoln Memorial cent, but in 1977, something unusual happened, something that now has collectors scrambling to examine every copper coin from that year. Philadelphia minted coins didn't carry a mint mark, which was normal. But one extraordinary error changed everything. A small batch of 1977 pennies were struck using highly polished dies, creating a mirror-like proof-like surface, despite being made for circulation. In addition, some rare examples show doubling on "In God We Trust" and "Liberty," making them double die errors, one of the most sought-after varieties in coin collecting. Combine that with perfect condition, like an MS67 or higher, and you have a coin that transforms from 1 cent to $1 million. Treasure. The estimated number of surviving top-grade 1977 no-mint mark pennies with errors or pristine quality is incredibly low, possibly fewer than 10 known examples in near-perfect condition. One of these ultra-rare coins, graded MS67 plus red by PCGS, fetched an offer of $1.2 million from a private collector in early 2024. A flawless, uncirculated coin with no mint mark, a double die variety, and deep red luster? That's a jackpot. Common for Philadelphia coins, but required for this rarity sign of an accidental proof. Like finish coins graded red hold far more value. If your coin checks some of these boxes, it's time to get it authenticated and graded. Before you run to the nearest pawn shop, stop. You need the right grading. A professional services like PCGS or NGC will verify and encapsulate your coin. This gives collectors and buyers confidence in its authenticity and boosts your potential payout. And remember, even if your coin isn't worth millions, one graded example recently sold for over $7,000. That's not bad for a penny found in a change jar. Coins like the 1977 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny remind us that incredible value can be hiding in plain sight right in our pockets, drawers, or old piggy banks. So check your change. You never know, you might just be holding your own $1,000,000 penny. If you found this video valuable, hit that like button, subscribe, and tap the notification bell so you never miss a tip on turning pocket change into life-changing money. Leave a comment if you've got a 1977 penny. Who knows, it might be the next one to make headlines. We're diving into the incredible story of the 2014 D-Mint Mark American Memorial Lincoln penny, a coin that looks ordinary but is valued at a staggering $1.30 million. A single penny minted in Denver in 2014, now worth more than a mansion. So how is that possible, and could you have one sitting in your change jar right now? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, how to tell if yours is valuable, and where to sell it if you're one of the lucky ones. The 2014 Lincoln penny is part of the Lincoln Shield Cent series, which replaced the Lincoln Memorial design starting in 2010. These pennies still honor Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, his classic profile, and on the reverse, you'll find a shield with a scroll across it that reads 1 cent. If yours has a little D-Mint mark just below the year 2014, that means it was minted in Denver, Colorado. Most 2014 D pennies are only worth 1 cent, but a few rare versions are worth a fortune because of minting errors, unique conditions, and certified grading. The most valuable 2014 D penny known today had a double die reverse, DDR. A rare minting mistake where the design elements on the back are slightly doubled. Look closely at the word 1 cent or the shield's lines. If they appear doubled or blurry, especially under magnification, you might have something special. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70. A coin graded MS70, mint state 70, is flawless, with no marks or scratches, even under a microscope. The $1.3 million penny was graded MS70 red, the highest designation for color and condition. Only a few of these 2014 DDR MS70 coins are known to exist, making them extremely rare in the coin market. High-end collectors will pay a premium for the rarest examples of modern coins. In 2024, one of these coins sold at auction for $1.3 million, breaking records for modern pennies. Now here's where it gets interesting. You might have one in your possession and not even know it. Grab a magnifying glass and examine the reverse of your 2014 D penny. Look for signs of doubling on the letters, especially 1 cent and United States of America. If it's a bright red copper tone with no blemishes, you're on the right track. It should weigh around 2.5 grams. If it's significantly more or less, it could be an error coin struck on the wrong planchet. Also valuable, send it for professional grading with PCGS or NGC top-tier grading companies. If they graded MS70 red, you could be sitting on gold, well, technically copper. Major auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stacksbauer specialize in rare coins. They'll appraise it and connect you with high-profile collectors. You can list coins on sites like eBay, but be cautious, get your coin authenticated first. Many dealers are actively looking for rare Lincoln cents and may offer on the spot. Don't clean or alter the coin in any way. Even a slight rub can drop the value by thousands or even hundreds of thousands. In 2023, a retiree in Texas found a 2014 D penny in a jar of coins he had saved for years. He sent it in for grading, and the rest is history. The coin came back MS70 DDR, and it sold for $1.3 million within 2 months. Whether you're a casual collector or just someone with spare change in a drawer, you never know what treasures you might be holding. Check your 2014 D Lincoln pennies today, look for that mint mark, inspect the reverse design, and see if you might be holding onto $1 million miracle. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who loves coin collecting, and subscribe for more valuable insights into coins that could change your life. Drop a comment below if you've got a 2014 D penny or any coin you're curious about, and remember, your change isn't just small money, it might be your ticket to big dreams. We're diving deep into one of the most valuable and mysterious modern pennies ever discovered. So grab your coin jar and stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for and how this rare 1999 penny turned an average person into a millionaire. The 1999 Lincoln penny is part of the Lincoln Memorial Cent series, minted from 1959 to 2008. This series replaced the wheat penny and features the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, along with Abraham Lincoln's profile on the obverse. Normally, coins from 1999 were minted in Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S. But here's the twist, while millions were produced that year, one extremely rare 1999 penny with no mint mark has turned out to be worth a staggering $1.40 million. What makes it so valuable? That's what we'll uncover next. Now let's talk value. You're probably asking, what could possibly make a 1999 penny worth $1.4 million? Well, this particular coin has a combination of rare features and a unique error that make it ultra valuable to collectors. Some key reasons include, it was accidentally struck on a planchet intended for a different denomination or composition. Some 1999 no-mint mark pennies exhibit double die features, off-center strikes, or lamination errors. This coin was discovered in near-perfect condition, possibly a mint state 69 or 70, which is almost unheard of for circulation coins. The 1999 penny came just before the transition to the 50-state quarters program, increasing its historical significance. Combine all these, and you've got a once-in-a-lifetime rarity that collectors are willing to pay millions for. This indicates Philadelphia Mint. Use a magnet. If it sticks or sounds different, that's a sign. A standard penny weighs 2.5 grams. Anything heavier or lighter could be rare. Look closely at the date, lettering, and Lincoln's profile. Doubling, cracks, or odd textures may indicate a mint error. If your coin has no wear, sharp details, and perfect edges, it may be uncirculated or mint state. If you find one that matches even some of these features, don't spend it, get it appraised. Let's talk about the discovery that shook the coin world. In 2023, a retired truck driver from Illinois was sorting through an old coffee can of coins. He noticed a shiny 1999 penny that looked different. No mint mark. He had it graded, and the result? Mint state 69 with a unique composition error. Within weeks, it went to auction and sold for $1.4 million to a private collector. The man had been saving change for 30 years and never imagined one penny would fund his dream retirement in Florida. If you suspect you found a rare 1999 no mint mark penny, follow these steps: weigh it and compare features, take clear photos of both sides. Submit to a top grading service like PCGS or NGC. Consult a reputable coin dealer or auction house. Do this right, and your penny could go from 1 cent to $1.4 million. You never know when your next trip to the grocery store might hand you $1 million coin. The 1999 no mint mark Lincoln penny proves that modern pennies can be priceless if you know what to look for. If this video helped open your eyes to hidden coin treasures, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. We bring you weekly updates on rare coins, valuable finds, and how to turn pocket change into generational wealth. Don't forget to check your change, and remember, one penny can change your life. We're diving into the secrets behind this coin that recently shook the collector's world with a jaw-dropping market value of $1.5 million. Stay with us because your old change might just change your life. Gas was cheap, disco was alive, and the US Mint was striking millions of Lincoln pennies. Most people didn't pay them much attention. But among those ordinary copper coins, something rare and extraordinary slipped through the cracks. The 1978 penny features the iconic Lincoln Memorial reverse, designed by Frank Gasparo, and the classic Lincoln bust on the obverse by Victor David Brenner. It was struck in both Philadelphia and Denver, but here's the catch: Philadelphia coins have no mint mark. So what makes this no mint mark version worth over $1 million? It's not just the absence of a mint mark, it's the condition, rarity, and one mind-blowing mint error. The 1978 no mint mark Lincoln penny that fetched a $1.5 million valuation wasn't your everyday coin. This particular piece had a combination of freak minting errors and was found in near-perfect condition, known as MS68 red. Red refers to the brilliant copper luster that hasn't faded, a sign it was never circulated. MS68 is almost flawless under magnification, just 2 grades below absolute perfection. This coin was double struck with off-center alignment, creating a unique deformity that drove collectors into a bidding war. 1 in a billion. That's why it's now a millionaire's coin. Believe it or not, this coin was discovered not in a museum, but in a family coin jar that had been collecting dust for decades. A retired postman in Ohio, cleaning out his basement, came across it and decided to have it appraised. To his shock, professional graders verified it was not only genuine but a freakishly rare error coin with pristine preservation. Within months, it went to auction, and the bids? They shot through the roof. This proves it's not about where the coin was struck, but where it ended up: in your attic, in a box of old keepsakes, maybe even in your wallet right now. Alright, now for what you're waiting for: how to tell if your 1978 penny is worth a fortune. Here's what to look for: a no mint mark under the year 1978 on the obverse. The color should be bright red or red-brown. Off-center strike, double die, die cracks, or ghost images. Anything graded MS65 or higher could be worth hundreds or thousands. If your coin looks uncirculated, It's time to get it graded by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC. Even if it doesn't hit the $1.5 million mark, you might still walk away with a 4 or 5 figure payday. You'll want to approach reputable coin dealers, auction houses like Heritage Auctions, or listed with PCGS certified coin brokers. Avoid pawn shops and online marketplaces unless you're experienced. Collectors are always on the hunt for high-grade errors and rare varieties, especially from the Lincoln Memorial series. Right now, there's a surge in demand for vintage no-mint mark coins from the 70s. If your coin is truly special, multiple buyers may compete, driving your payday higher than you imagined. So, what's stopping you from checking your old coin jars, drawers, or even your pockets today? The next life-changing coin could be sitting unnoticed in your home right now. The 1978 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is more than copper. It's a symbol of hidden value, a reminder that even the smallest things can hold massive potential. If you found this video helpful or inspiring, hit that like button, subscribe for more real coin stories, and turn on notifications so you never miss your shot at discovering hidden wealth. We're uncovering the hidden truth about the 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln Memorial penny, a coin that recently sold for $1.6 million. That's right. One single penny, now worth more than most luxury cars or a down payment on a dream home. So grab your coin jar, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, how to tell if you own one, and why collectors are paying insane amounts for this rare American cent. The year 1982 was a huge turning point in U.S. coin history. Due to rising copper prices, the U.S. Mint decided to change the composition of the penny. Prior to 1982, pennies were made from 95% copper and 5% zinc, making them heavier and more expensive to produce. But in the middle of that year, the mint transitioned to a cheaper zinc core with a copper plating, creating two types of pennies, copper pennies and zinc pennies, both with the same design. To make things even more complicated, the U.S. Mint also produced 7 different variations of the 1982 penny, including both large date and small date versions, and both with and without mint marks. And here's where things get interesting. One of those rare variations, the 1982 no-mint mark small date penny made of copper, has now become one of the most valuable modern pennies ever discovered. For starters, it wasn't supposed to exist in large numbers. Most 1982 pennies with no mint mark were struck in the newer zinc composition. Finding a copper version with the small date style and no mint mark is like finding a needle in a haystack. In fact, for years collectors believed this variety didn't exist until a few sharp-eyed coin enthusiasts began discovering them by accident. And when they did, the numismatic world went wild. One example of this penny, authenticated and graded by a top-tier grading service like PCGS or NGC, recently sold for $1.6 million at auction, due to its extreme rarity and pristine condition. Do you have one of these in your collection? Here's how to tell. Look for a penny from 1982 with no mint mark under the year. That means it was made in Philadelphia. If your penny weighs 3.11 grams, it's made of copper. If it weighs 2.5 grams, it's zinc, and not the rare one. The rare variety has a small date, where the 2 in 1982 is slightly higher than the 1 and the numbers are thinner and less bold. Copper, small date, and no mint mark is what makes this penny worth its weight in pure gold, or in this case, a small fortune. Currently, a verified 1982 no-mint mark small date copper penny in MS67 condition holds a value of $1.6 million. Even those in slightly lower grades have sold for tens of thousands of dollars. Coin collectors, investors, and auction houses are constantly on the hunt for these rarities. And as demand grows and discoveries remain rare, the value of these coins could continue to climb. This coin has become a modern-day legend, not only because of its rarity, but because it can still be found by chance in someone's piggy bank, coin jar, or old roll of pennies from the bank. A man in Illinois, cleaning out his late father's coin collection, found a strange-looking 1982 penny. He took it to a local coin dealer, who nearly fell out of his chair. After expert verification, the penny was sold at auction for over $1.5 million. Stories like that are why so many everyday Americans are now checking their change. Because sometimes, that one old coin could be your ticket to early retirement. So before you toss your change in a jar, look closer. That 1 cent might be the $1 million treasure you never knew you had. If you found this video helpful, subscribe for more tips on valuable coins hiding in plain sight. Share this with a friend who needs to check their penny jar, and who knows, you just might change someone's life. where we reveal the mystery behind the rare and incredibly valuable 1964 D Mint Mark Lincoln Memorial Penny, why collectors are hunting for it, and how you can check if you own one too. The 1964 D Lincoln Penny was struck at the Denver Mint, hence the D Mint mark just below the date. Over 3.7 billion of these pennies were minted. So, you're probably wondering, if billions were made, why is one worth $1.7 million today? The answer lies in rarity within rarity. While the average 1964 D penny is common, only a few special era varieties were struck under unique conditions, making them ultra-rare collector's items. The obverse features the profile of President Abraham Lincoln, unchanged since 1909. The reverse side displays the Lincoln Memorial, introduced in 1959 to honor Lincoln's legacy. This penny is made primarily of 95% copper and 5% zinc, typical for the era, but it's not just about looks. It's about minting anomalies, die errors, and collector demand that drive prices sky high. Lincoln's features and the inscriptions are doubled, especially the word Liberty and In God We Trust. The penny was misaligned during minting, making the design appear shifted and uneven. It was found in near perfect uncirculated condition, graded as MS67 plus, read by professional services. Rare auctions drive up prices when demand and rarity collide, and this coin fetched $1.7 million at a high-profile coin auction. Look under the year 1964. You should see a small D. Check for doubling on the words in Lincoln's face, especially Liberty and the motto. Look for signs of off-center striking or weak edges. Examine the color. A bright, lustrous red copper tone can indicate better preservation. Get it professionally graded. This is key to unlocking real market value. Coin collecting is more than a hobby, it's an investment. Serious collectors look for scarcity, historical significance, and rare varieties that few others own. The 1964 D penny checks all those boxes. It's from the early Memorial series, struck during a pivotal time in U.S. minting history, just before the shift to less valuable metal compositions. Rarity and minting anomalies make this penny the holy grail for Lincoln cent lovers. Before you cash in your coin jar or dismiss your childhood collection, take a closer look. That one penny you've been ignoring might just be the ticket to a 7-figure payday. Visit a local coin shop, attend coin shows, or use services like PCGS or NGC to grade your coins. Always handle your coins with care, preferably with gloves, to preserve their condition. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos about coins that could make you rich. Turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next $1 million coin reveal. Have you checked your change lately? That plain-looking penny from 1965 sitting in your drawer could be worth a jaw-dropping $1.8 million today. Yes, you heard that right, 1 cent, worth millions. In this video, we're going to uncover the fascinating story behind the 1965 no-mint mark American Memorial Lincoln penny, how it became so valuable, and how you can spot one that might just change your life. Picture this. A retired teacher in Ohio is cleaning out an old cigar box from her father's collection. Among dozens of ordinary coins, she spots a 1965 Lincoln penny, no mint mark, nothing special, right? She almost tosses it, until she checks with a local coin expert. After authentication and a few stunned gasps, that very penny fetched $1.8 million at a private auction. That's how fast your life can change if you know what to look for. Let's rewind the clock to 1965. America was in transition. The U.S. Mint had just removed silver from dimes and quarters, and they were struggling with a coin shortage. To speed up production, the Mint stopped using mint marks for a few years, including 1965. That's why you won't see a mint mark on most coins from this era. The Lincoln penny from that year was struck in 95% copper and 5% zinc, and millions were made. But here's the twist, not all of them were created equal. So what makes one of these 1965 no-mint mark pennies worth $1.8 million while the rest are just pocket change? It all comes down to a rare die error in pristine condition. Experts believe that a few pennies from this year were struck using experimental planchets or had off-metal errors, where the coin was struck on a different metal blank than intended. Combine that with near-perfect grading, think MS68 or higher, and you've got a collector's dream. In rare cases, doubling in the letters or date, unusual coloration, or off-center strikes can boost the value astronomically. Here's what you need to look for if you want to find a jackpot penny: a sharp, clean strike with no signs of wear. A regular 1965 penny should weigh 3.11 grams. If yours weighs significantly less or more, it could be an off-metal error. Doubled dies, misaligned prints, clipped planchets, or off-center strikes. Use a magnifying glass or coin microscope. Many errors are invisible to the naked eye. If you find something suspicious, don't spend it. Get it authenticated. Now you're probably wondering, how do I know if I've got the $1 million version? Contact a certified coin dealer in your area, attend coin shows or conventions where experts offer free appraisals, watch online auctions and marketplaces to see what similar coins are selling for. Most people think treasure hunts only happen in movies, but in the world of coin collecting, they happen every day. That 1965 penny you got as change from the gas station could be worth more than your car, your house, or even your retirement fund. So don't underestimate that pocket change. These pennies tell stories of American history, craftsmanship, and now, potentially, wealth beyond imagination. Still holding on to that 1965 penny? Go check your drawers, jars, and wallets. You might be sitting on a fortune without knowing it. If you found this video helpful or inspiring, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. We bring you the latest updates on valuable coins, hidden treasures, and how you can turn cents into serious cash.